I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes from a young up-and-coming animator named Antonio, who's curious to know what makes a villain good. Not what makes a villain become good, but what makes a good villain. He wants to know what makes a villain compelling. And there's no one right answer. Indeed, there are as many paths to villainy as there are to heroism, and whichever one you choose, you will find yourself beset with a multitude of options. Some people prefer their villains very upfront and obvious, with eyes aglow, wringing their hands, laughing maniacally. Others prefer a more subtle, sinister nuance to their villainy. I, of course, always had a penchant for unknowable antagonists with cold alien intellects and agendas, but a case can be made for very sympathetic villains who see themselves as the heroes of their own stories. Whichever way you choose, there are a few steps you can take to really get the most bad out of your guy. The first thing is to consider just what it is they threaten, not only for the heroes, their sense of safety, their sanity, their Tokyo property values, but also what they threaten of the audience, their moral certitudes, their notions of just what the universe looks like, their sense of justice. If you could put the screws to those, then you have a very compelling villain indeed. The other thing is to create a sense of resurgence, that once the villain is down, it might come back again. Some of the most interesting villains have had this quality, whether it's a Joker or a Moriarty or a systemic inequality. And you don't just have to write a villain with the idea of sequels or a series or a franchise. You can write a single story where that sense of doom may lie dormant, but there's a threat that it could rise again at any moment. Such a threat can satisfy audiences for generations. Trust me on that. But if all of that proves too difficult, just slap on a few tentacles. I'm sure it'll be fine. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.